I was like, what's good? I thought he was about to tell me something real. He sounded real concerned. He was like, man, you kind of f***ed up music.
T-Pain exposes Usher, Chris Brown under investigation, plus Beyonce and Jay-Z expose Trick Daddy. That's right folks, we've got ourselves a triple header news story for you all today. But first, if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's begin. So first things first, let's talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z exposing Trick Daddy. Recently, Florida icon Trick Daddy was having a discussion as part of a panel, but things really flipped on him when he began speaking openly about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Although it remains unclear what exactly was said before the clip of him trashing the couple, it seems that he was comparing Beyonce to another artist. Mainly because the clip begins with him saying that Beyonce only works with them because she sees money, adding that she isn't trying to give back to music anymore. Not only that, but he also decided to take shots at her talent as well, saying that she can barely sing. Trick Daddy is quoted by Hot New Hip Hop as saying, "Man, I watched my godmama train Beyonce vocal lessons all her career." Trick Daddy continued, "I'ma give it an unpopular opinion right now, Beyonce is to R&B what Jay-Z is to New York. That's why they together. Jay-Z ain't never won the greatest rapper alive, whoever put him on a level like that." He added that New York needed a hero after Biggie died, and so people handed that title over to Jay. As expected, Trick was met with a wave of backlash for his controversial comments. Now, it wasn't even Beyonce and Jay-Z that had to expose Trick Daddy, their fans pretty much did it for them. Plus, we're used to those two staying quiet and not really giving clout to people hating on them. However, the Beehive was raging after this one and went at the Florida rapper online. One person wrote, "I hope you all know that Trick Daddy has said some foul shit about black women before, right? He has said that white and Latina women are gaining ground and that black women need to tighten up because of it. He said once they learn how to fry chicken, black women will be useless." With another taking shots at Trick Daddy's restaurant saying, "Trick Daddy, this is why your restaurant is trash. I waited over 2 hours with my family for food to get some small fried chicken wings and dry rice, and y'all was out of all the drinks but lemonade too. I don't want to hear nothing from your mouth." Needless to say, his controversial comments did not exactly raise his clout like we assumed that he was expecting it would. In other news, we need to talk about Chris Brown being investigated for battery after a woman claimed that he smacked her weave off. According to local law enforcement, they responded to a call at the singer's San Fernando Valley home over the weekend where a woman then claimed that Chris had slapped her. Upon arrival, they then took down a battery report and named Chris Brown as their suspect in the case. TMZ also reported that their sources said that the alleged victim had no injuries other than the dislodged weave. Believe it or not, but this is actually the second time in just a few short months that the police have had to go to Chris Brown's home. Back in May, the LAPD had to break up a massive birthday party at the singer's home in the early hours of the morning. I'm guessing they weren't having a party in the morning, but rather one that spilled over from the previous night. Most likely this case will just be passed on to the city attorney and handled as a misdemeanor charge, but it does beg the question, has Chris Brown changed at all? I mean, after what he did to Rihanna, that really woke a lot of people up to the fact that he may not be such a good dude. And now with this alleged battery report, things are not looking good. So far, no one from Chris Brown's camp has responded to the media for comment, but if they do, we will be sure to let you know. Now in our last bit of news, let's talk about T-Pain exposing Usher.
That is the very moment, and I don't even think I realized this for a long time. That's the very moment that started like a 4-year depression for me.
During an exclusive clip that was released for the upcoming Netflix series called This Is Pop, T-Pain revealed that he fell into a deep depression after his former friend and fellow musician Usher told him that he effed up music. At first he thought that he was joking, so he tried to laugh it off, but then Usher really went in on him. He said that T-Pain really messed up music for real singers because he was responsible for making autotune part of the mainstream sound. However, now looking back on it, T-Pain had a better perspective on Usher's hurtful words and said that while he did use a lot of autotune, he never told everyone else to start using it as well. Although at that moment, it wasn't so easy for him to have the confidence to say that. This was coming from someone who he viewed as his friend and probably even looked up to, maybe even respected at that point. T-Pain continued by saying, "That is the very moment, and I don't even think I realized this for a long time, but that's the very moment that started a 4-year depression for me." Thankfully, T-Pain has come to realize that you shouldn't always take advice from people in the industry that have just been there for a long time. Just because Usher is established doesn't mean that he will always be giving the best advice. He even mentioned previously that Snoop Dogg once told him that his auto-tune thing was just a gimmick and that it would only work for a few songs. Now it's widely used by so many people in the industry and in so many different ways. Hell, even Jay-Z dissed T-Pain back in 2009 on a song where he said, "You singing too much, get back to rap, you T-Painin' too much." T-Pain almost single-handedly popularized the use of the pitch-altering technology auto-tune in hip-hop, beginning with his 2005 debut hit single I'm Sprung, which made it into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. He's also gone on to say that if you're creating music, you you need to love it and not really allow others to impact that vision that you have for your own art. It's okay to get advice, but who knows, maybe the thing that someone is telling you to avoid doing in your song is what will make you famous. Do you think a talent agency would have approved the way that Doja Cat went viral? I don't think so, but she believed in herself, she knew what she was doing when she made the song, and now she has a singing career out of it. Everyone's rise to the top is going to be different. It's just sad that T-Pain had to go through 4 years of depression because Usher was insecure about quote-unquote real singers being left in the dust. But either way, we would love to hear your thoughts on this, so don't forget to drop us a comment down below. And while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled "We Need to Talk About Bam Margera." Babygirl9451 says, "And he has a wife and son and he's acting like this, I hope he gets help." I hope he gets help too. Lou Reeves says, "My heart goes out to him. I want him to get better. He needs help, and I am afraid that he'll get to that point that no one can reach him. Someone please save him from himself." Yeah, he certainly needs some therapy, some much needed therapy. I don't know what else to say there. It's just sad, it's hard to watch it on someone that you viewed as an icon just slowly diminishing, and like you said, he has a family and people that he needs to take care of. Daniel Walsh says, "It's such a shame too many people leeching off him, sending him to rock bottom. That's a problem when you surround yourself with yes men." Red Ray says, "I hope he finds help, always loved him." Always loved him too, and again, we hope that he finds help soon. Nina says, "Steve-O is such a legend and has completely changed his life, so proud of him. Seeing Bam like this breaks my heart." It absolutely breaks our heart too, but it's good that he has friends in the industry that did go through similar things, so hopefully they will help him in his time of need. Either way guys, that has been today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy YouTube, or at least try.